Hey all, it's me, Julia Lee, and in today's video I'm going to talk about how to effectively and efficiently do a closet clean out to help you get closer to a wardrobe you love. A closet clean out is such an important step of the process because it reveals your style by showing you what clothes you gravitate towards and what clothes you don't actually wear or you don't enjoy wearing and should therefore avoid purchasing in the future. Closet declutters can be a really daunting task depending on how much clothes you have to go through. I know the same method isn't going to work for everyone, so I'm going to talk about two different methods that I've used. Maybe you end up going with one or the other, or maybe you end up incorporating bits and pieces from each of them to help you in your process. I am trying to build a more minimal closet, and what I mean by this is not a capsule wardrobe that is defined by a certain number of pieces, but just that I love all of the clothes in my closet and they can be easily styled together to make different outfits. So the goal isn't to get rid of as many clothes as possible, the goal is to get rid of clothes that no longer serve you. So that could be clothes that are poor quality or are in poor condition, clothes that you just don't enjoy wearing, clothes that you feel is no longer representative of your style and how you want to present yourself, or clothes that just don't serve any practical purpose based on a season or an event or for travel. So the first method is from Marie Kondo, and she is an organizing consultant. It's called the Konmari method for tidying clothes. And really there's two main steps. Step one is gather all your clothes in one spot and make one giant pile. The idea is that you see all of the clothes that you own. I think if you have shopaholic tendencies, it's a really good exercise to visually see everything that you own in one pile because it's kind of like facing the reality of your problem. Visually seeing all your clothes together in one place can be a bit overwhelming, but sometimes that's what it takes to get a really good grip on how much you're actually investing in clothes. And the number of clothes that you get rid of will give you a good indication of if those purchases are serving you or if a lot of those clothes are the result of impulse purchases. Step two is hold each item in your hand and ask yourself, does this spark joy? You're checking to see how your body responds to the question. Do you feel happy? Do you feel troubled? Your body knows the answer. If you've decided that it's something that you want to let go of, thank the item and then put it in a different pile. I personally really like the step of intentionally expressing gratitude to your clothes because it makes it more of a real physical thing that has value. I feel like when you kind of mindlessly toss your clothes aside, you forget that you actually spent money on it and it was an investment. Treating clothes as things that have a life of their own just helps you value them more, and I feel like it puts into perspective why you should be working towards building a more intentional wardrobe so that these pieces of clothing can have a longer life. So I know this KonMari method of tackling all your clothes at once is not necessarily going to work for everyone. So a way that you can tweak this to make it a bit more digestible is you could do it by category. So maybe you don't do this all in one day. Maybe you do a category per day, or maybe you do a category per week. Do it at whatever pace works for you and is going to help you get to the end result the quickest. Personally, I suggest doing it as quickly as you can. It'll be difficult at first, but once you get started, you'll get into a flow of things, and honestly, you will feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders when your closet clean out is complete. So in terms of how you actually decide what you keep, I think the KonMari method of asking yourself if it sparks joy is a good one, but realistically what will happen is you'll end up with a lot of maybes and kind of in-betweens that you aren't sure if you want to keep. So feel free to make a separate pile of maybes that you can revisit at the end. Sometimes trying clothes on will elicit more of a feeling from you. So if you're having trouble with the maybe pile, try those clothes on, try to even pair it with other clothes that you have and see if it elicits any kind of feeling from you. You can also ask yourself some questions to help you decide. Like, do I feel excited to wear this? Do I feel confident when I wear this? Do I feel like me when I wear this? And if the answer to any of these questions are a no, then it's time to say thanks and let that piece of clothing go. You can also ask, does this have a practical purpose? Maybe you only have one raincoat and you don't particularly like it, but it's the only one you have right now. You're in the market for a new one, but you want to take your time with that because you want that to be long term. Then hold on to your raincoat. It serves a practical purpose right now and you can discard it once you get your new one. You can also ask yourself, do I want to repurpose this? Maybe you have a really soft t-shirt that you love because it's so comfortable, but it has a graphic that you don't really like anymore, or it's just cut in a style that's not very flattering. It has a practical purpose of comfort, and you could very well take that piece of clothing and repurpose it to wear for pajamas. So if you're having any trouble doing a hard yes and a no, don't worry, make a maybe pile, ask yourself some questions, and it'll be easier to go through them, and then you won't feel any regret for discarding something that you didn't give enough thought. The second method is one from Allison Bornstein, who's a celebrity stylist. To see her in action, I'll link her video in the description below, but here's a summary of the steps to what she calls the closet editing system. Step 1 is the regulars. Take out everything that you wear all the time. Step 2 is the nevers. Take out everything that you never wear. Step 3 is categorizing the nevers into 3 groups. The first group is no. I don't like this, I don't want to wear it. The second group is not now. I don't want to wear this now, but I don't want to get rid of it now. These clothes probably have some sort of practical purpose, or maybe they're more event-driven like formal attire. And then group 3 is how. I love this, but I don't know how to wear it. Once you've done that grouping, step 4 is the revival. You use your regular clothing to help bring your hows back from the dead. Step 5 is categorize. Organize your closet by color and category, and then filter in your regulars and those hows from your nevers and see where they fit. I think this is a really great method. However, it can leave a lot of your clothes untouched because you're primarily focusing on things that you love and things that you never wear. It leaves those sometimes wears out in the open and doesn't really ask you to evaluate those. So it can leave you with a lot of clothes that you do wear on occasion, but you still don't really like all that much. As it is called the closet editing system, I think it's a really great secondary filter to an overall closet declutter. So if you declutter regularly or if you've decluttered recently, then it's a really great way to shop your own closet and discover new ways to wear clothes that you really love but you aren't sure how to wear. If you're new to decluttering and you feel like you have nothing to wear, then I feel like it's best for you to go through every single item of clothing with a fine-tooth comb and ask yourself if it sparks joy. It'll just make you more confident that the end result will be a closet full of clothes that you actually enjoy wearing and that you will wear, which means that you're one step closer to building a wardrobe you love. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe for more videos on fashion and styling. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. And, oh my god, it's snowing right now. It's April 14th, and it's snowing outside. Hi, buddy. Okay, Ezra, are you staying or are you going? Are you staying or going? This is filming with the dog.